Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is Flosstube 302. This is the 28th of November, I think. Yep, 28th of November. This is the day after Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great one. If you've still got a couple to go, I hope they're great too. We thought we weren't going to be done, but we're done. So, okay. Sometimes you just get surprises, right? CJ and Wani left yesterday afternoon, so the house is so quiet this morning. So thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. If you aren't a subscriber, please subscribe. And this is a channel about cross stitch and stitching and just basically what I'm doing with my life in general. We had a great time at my family's for Thanksgiving. We go Wednesday night, and then normally we go and turkey trot on Thursday. My sister and Shell and Shadow and Dax and even Ray went this year. I did not go. Last year we were in Florida we're driving back from Florida on Thanksgiving, so we missed it with my family last year. But I had this bright idea, because I've not got it done yet, that I would go get my flu shot, right? And my booster, my flu shot, my COVID booster, I'm going to go get them. And then while I was there, the lady said, you know, you can get your RSV at the same time. And I know it's attacking, you know, older people now, and it used to just be kids, but now it's getting older people. And I work with kids, and I do, you know, have an immuno issue because of lupus. You know, they tell you to be cautious of things like that, right? So I said, okay. Y'all, that RSV shot ain't playing. Ooh. My arm is still a little bit tender right there, and there's a little bit of a bump, but not bad. But I ran fever. I felt horrible. So if you get it, just make sure that you have a day after that you can just kind of veg. So, you know, like get it on a Friday afternoon, and then you have the weekend to recover, because I got it and then, you know, had cooking all day the next day. So it was a little bit rough Wednesday, because I got it on Tuesday. Then I needed to cook on Wednesday for Wednesday night, because that's when we do dinner with Daddy and them. And then, you know, Thursday morning. So I did not get up and turkey trot Thursday morning. Absolutely not. I was, my ring was even telling me that you're having major signs and symptoms of distress. So just beware, you know, beware your RSV. Get it if you need to, but give yourself a little time, because this is something else. So, but I got, I made chocolate pie from scratch, which it was extra fun, because I used the recipe that I haven't made. I don't usually make a chocolate pie, but Daddy wanted one. And so I told Annie I would. And so I had got Annie's family recipe. Annie gave it to me. She got it from Ain't Net and gave it to me years ago. And so I got it out. And so come to find out, it came from Annie's Grandma Brown. So, so Annie, and then Annie's mama was Mama Reen, and then Grandma Brown. So it's tried and true. But, you know, it's old school. You know, you make the custard on the stovetop. I mean, you know, and then you add your egg in real slow and like this. And so it worked out great. My pie crust was fine. I tried something a little different this time, and I had a crack in it. So that kind of made me a little, but it did have a great texture to it. So I may give it another go one more time and see if I want to switch from my tried and true pie crust to this one. But it was good. I made a pumpkin roll, which I didn't make last year, because of course we skipped Thanksgiving, and it's one of James Williams' favorite things. I made cranberry mold. I made broccoli, rice, and cheese. And then Catchy, I wanted him to be able to contribute to the feast, right? Kids build confidence through tasks. Your kids don't build confidence through you telling them they're fabulous. That just keeps them boosted up. But if you don't back that up with any, I don't know what to call it, except a trust building, they don't get it, right? They have to know that you think they can do things. That's important. So I wanted him to be able to bring something to the feast that he had made. Wasn't sure how it would go because he's just 4. So I think on, a 4-year-old, I think on a good day that puts your attention span about 8-10 minutes, if on a good day. So so it's no bake though. So I decided he'd do a dirt cake, right? Because kids love to eat dirt cake. His daddy loves to eat dirt cake. We found out it's Juani's favorite dessert of all things. So, because Juani usually likes fancy food. So I was surprised that she liked dirt cake. So she was excited. She was like, oh, it's my favorite. So, you just blitz up the Oreos, in the food processor. You can let him, I could have let him beat them to pieces with a rolling pin, but we were inside and there was people here and we were all doing stuff. So, but you can see him here and he's just concentrated so much on it. And then I asked him if he was having fun. And he's saying yes, that he had a great time. So he did really good on it. Then, we mixed up I let him spread it out. Juani helped him, I helped him. You do need, extra hands are helpful because I held the bowl and then he would do the spatula to put it out in the dish, right? But Juani was there to kind of help guide his hand. And we call it driving, okay? We say, I'm going to help you drive the spatula, or I'm going to help you drive your hand if we're making handprints or something like this. Because it doesn't mean you're not doing it. It just means I'm helping you, right? So she was helping him drive his spatula because he couldn't figure out how to, turn like this. So if you have somebody help you drive and you can see and feel how it goes, then you can do it. So he did really great. And so we halved it because it does make a lot. And we halved it. And so he took one to Daddy and Annie's. And then Bebe's family were having theirs the next day and a bunch of them were already at their house. So he took that one back to share with them that he had made all by himself. So he did so good. I didn't get too many pics. There is Keely with my mama. He had just walked in the door. And then I don't know what James Williams is telling Annie about, but he's telling her about something. And then Dax, we laughed at him yesterday morning. He was out there after the turkey trot. He got in Daddy's chair and was relaxing. And then Micah sent this. She adjusted and the girls are having their Thanksgiving in the living room because they're redoing the kitchen this weekend. So they took a break from work and ate their Thanksgiving feast. Let me see if I can see where they've ripped out. They're ripping out part of the kitchen there, so Kimmy with her broom. So they had a busy holiday also. But that girls call, I called them that morning and then the girls called later and we FaceTimed for a good long time. Everybody was healthy, everybody was happy, everybody was together, so. And I didn't post the shares. I do have them here. I guess I'll go over them at the end. I did the drawing, and so I've got them here to show. Lori asked about an away stitch and pin stitch. And before I forget, I'm going to address it, okay? This is what I usually use when I'm showing something, right? So with an away knot, you're going to make a knot with your thread like this. So here's our big knot, right? And you're going to put it on the top side of your fabric. So here it is, and let's say you need your first stitch down here. So we're gonna come down here. I'm gonna try to do this backwards so y'all can see it from the top. So here we are ready to do our first stitch, and we're gonna pretend like we're working on linen, so we're gonna go here, right? My brain's working, right? Yes. So here we are here, and here our thread is all pulled up nice and tight, right, on the back. And then when we come in to do this next, we're gonna catch this thread here. I'm doing this backwards, y'all. I hope I'm working right. No, I'm not. I thought my brain would work completely in reverse, but it didn't. I have to turn it over and look at it. And I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. So I'm doing just extra giant though. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, that's what feels weird. There we go. Okay. So there's the first leg of our cross stitch. And then we're gonna come up in here. And I hope this is right, but you can get the effect. So there's our cross stitch. Here's our away knot way down here, but you can see that you've caught your thread on the back, right? So then you can just keep on stitching either back toward it. Ideally, we would be stitching this way. So let's do 2, and so you can see that even better. So we'll do a couple so you can see that this is, you can kind of see what's happening here. And we've got a bend. There we go. So here is our 3 legs. Right, here's our 3 first legs of our crosses, right? Because if we're using the sewing method. And so we've caught this thread under 3 stitches now. And so then when we come back over it, which I don't think I have this quite right, but it's gonna be okay. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze now. 1. What's happening here? These are all tall and skinny. I think so. I made one tall, skinny one, but anywho, you'll be able to get the gist. 2 and 3. These are not pretty with this, but they weren't. But you can see on the back, we've caught it under those, right? So then we're gonna come over here to the front. Here's our front stitches, and we can just clip this guy off. On the top, if I can get it untwisted. So here we are, we've clipped our knot off, and we're gonna pull our thread through and clip it off right there. And all our stitches are secured. So I hope that made a tiny little bit of sense. Let me see if I can get this undone, and then we'll show a pin stitch. Maybe kind of fat to see the pin stitch very good, but it'll work. Because a pin stitch is another way to start to anchor your stitch. If my fabric is real loosey-goosey, you have to really be mindful that your pin stitch stays tight, or it will look, you'll be able to tell it looks looser. So right here at the front, we're getting all this out of the way. And then I've got my whips. We've got the new start to talk about, our new SAL. Okay, now we're back to 0. Now for my pin stitch, we're going to come up in the center. Maybe I can do it over here. We're going to come, so we're going to make our little cross right here in the corner. So we're going to come up in the center, and our little tail is going to be back here. And we're going to come through here. So there is our half of a half, right? And then we're going to, let me be sure I get it in the right spot. Come up right here. Okay, and then we're making our other half of a half, which I'll probably have to turn around to get it poked in right, because this is getting pretty tight right here. But we're going right back in that same center hole. And then, so that's our first leg of our cross. And then we're going right here for this guy. And our cross is done and it's secure. So I hope that helps, Lori. I use sometimes either or of those depending on what I'm stitching on, what thread I'm using. I kind of just go by feel. If I think this one's gonna be more secure than that one, if I have space, if the fabric is very sheer, there are, you know, just several things that I try to decide which one I'm gonna use by. And now I'm gonna try to, why am I trying to get this out of here right now like it matters? Like I have to take it out before I go on, because I'm obsessive like that and I can't. Now I can be normal for a moment. Now on the first, on the cover photo, Patty and I are starting our Happiness is Heart Made. And now I believe Christy lives up by Patty. And I think they have had lunch and stuff, if my brain is working right. Ethel and Handmade by Ethel is by Patty, and Christy is by Patty. And so on December 1st, we're gonna be starting A Cat and a Cardinal Christmas. It is, let me see what the stitch count on it is. Does it say on the front? 53 by 81. Y'all can already see it and I couldn't. So it's not gonna be a big piece. It's small. I'm gonna use it as a little ornament. I think it is just adorable. I think there's just this one little Quaker. So I think I can, you know, that one and that one, I think I can manage those. But it is so cute. It looks like one of Patty's kitties. And so when I saw it, I sent it to her. I have everything here but the gold. I'm missing 832 and 833. They must be in another project, because when I pulled all this other, that's all I'm missing is the golds. So there, it is absolutely beautiful colors. So pretty. There it is. You can't really see. There it is. The red is hiding. There is a red in there. Let's see if I can. There you go. You can get more of an idea. So it's going to be so cute, and it'll be a fast stitch. So anybody that wants to jump on, I'm also going to I'm going to stitch it on this 36 count by those missing stitches. It's Merciful Mercedes. It is so pretty, and I think these colors, sorry for the crinkly, there's lens info. But I think these colors on here will be really pretty. And I think everything will show up good. So I'm excited about starting that on the 1st. December 1st, we'll be starting that one. I'm going to put it in my fabulous little penguin bag. It's amazing. So it's here to go in there, but like I said, I've got to get, what did I tell y'all? 832 and 833. I've got to get those two to be ready to start. I mean, I don't have to have them to start, but they're pretty common, so they must be in another project. So I'll just grab 2 more. Oh, and Catchy has decided he wanted to sew this week. So I just grabbed a piece of felt and folded it over. You can tell I had to help him right here in the center a little bit, but he wanted, of course, he came in and wanted to make him a shirt. He said, Suge, I want to learn how to sew today and I want to make me a shirt. I said, well, we better start off a little slower than that today. I don't think we probably better go in with a shirt right off the bat. We probably better start out just a little bit slower. But you know, kids are so funny. They have such confidence. And so I was just like, we better start off a little smaller because that takes a long time. We don't have enough time to stitch a whole shirt today. So I said, we'll just practice using our needle today, okay? Because we don't have time to sew a whole shirt. So that got him okay. Oh, some more sewing I have to do. Dusk had this for me when I got ready to leave yesterday. He brought it in there. He is the sweetest thing. You know, he is my great nephew. It's my sister's grandson. And this is Trunk. And Trunk has had some issues. Evidently, Honey Sugar Baby, their little cowboy corgi, which is a mix between a corgi and a blue heeler, loves Trunk. And she has chewed off Trunk's tusks. She's chewed off his tail. She chewed off his eyeball. And somewhere or other, he got shot in the neck right there. So, and I said, he said, and Tia, can you get that off his head? I said, well, what is it? Is it candy? Or he said, no, I accidentally got marker on it. I said, oh, okay. I said, I'll try to get that off too, bub. We'll see. So, Trunk is going to have a little work done. But when I was going to take him, he was so sweet. He said, wait, Tia. And he went and got this. And he said, take it so Trunk will have a friend. I said, oh, that's a good idea. Because it's Trunk's first time away from home, isn't it? And he said, yeah. So I got to do a little work on Trunk this week and try to get him put back together in some form or fashion. Sew up his eyeball hole and where he got shot in the neck and get him some tusk and a tail back on. And then I think I'm gonna dab lavender oil all over him because I'm thinking maybe that'll smell too strong and then Honey Sugar Baby won't want to chew on him anymore. So pray for Trunk, he's having surgery. He's having surgery this week. Several surgeries, as a matter of fact. Trunk's in for a whole lot of work. He's getting a lot of work done. But I did get stitched on a few things and I forgot my board. So we're gonna try to use this here in place of my board. We have this and I have one clip hanging here on the thing. So we're gonna try and see if we can't make it go with some of these. Well, we'll start with this one first because we don't have to have anything for it. It is its own. It's stiff enough that it's its own. I love that it is its own project bag. This is Feeling Sheepish through It's So Emma. It's by Diehl. I always think I say her name wrong. I'm working on my little sheep down there. It's kind of patchy, but it's so worth it when you get going because it is so cute. See if I stick this guy in here. Nope, that's not wide enough. We'll stick this in here and see. There we go. So I got legs on. I got a good bit more of the body done. I think I still had some missing out of this ear. So I've got this body. I finished this going down to the leg. I've got this leg and this leg on. So I have been super pleased with how it's progressing. It is so pretty that I'm nearly sad it's on a project bag. I wish it was on a pillar or something that I could display, but oh well. But it is gorgeous. I love stitching on it. It's easy to see, so it's a pretty good car project, or if in the evening when your eyes are tired. It is good to work on. It is with the Voldani Pearl Cottons that are so beautiful. They're so pretty. I love working with them. So it has been fun working on it. So I got a decent amount done on it this week, I felt like. She has maybe 6 now. There's a bunny, a pig, bunny, pig, chicken, maybe a cow and a cat, and then easily distracted. So there is several of them you can go to. Yeah, there's nothing on this side I can show. You can go to It's So Emma. Fat Quarter Shop I know carries them. Shepherd's Bush had them. Where else had them? I don't remember if Dreama has got them at Needlecraft Corner yet or not. Maybe. But I have loved stitching on them. They're just too cute. And of course I have my scissors always on each of my rings. And then on this one, the needle just sits right there. So it stays together with its friend. And they stay put, stay together, all the good things. I got my trees up falling out. Y'all, when I took it out and started putting it together, somehow or other, the pickle had been in there. I guess nobody found it last year. And I missed it, I guess because it's green, when I was putting up the tree. And it was folded up inside the tree. So I'm not sure how that even happens, but it did. Go figure. I got some work done on my Liberty Eagle by Screen Door Needleworks. Patty has got hers done, and I think it came back from the framer. It's beautiful. This piece is gorgeous. I'm just about to start on this center rose right here. I didn't have all the call for, so I just kind of did a floss toss and left it at that. I think it's going to be fine. It is part of my 13 for the 250th SAL with Nancy and Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Nancy Disorderly Stitcher and Nancy Stitcher with a Laughing Face are doing 13 stitches for the 250th so that we have 13 new patriotic pieces ready for the, and y'all know here I'm gonna try to go look for this word again. Hang on, I got it here. I think I underlined it. Come on now, where you at? Semi-quincentennial. For the semi-quincentennial next year. Look at me. What a word. But I did get some more done on it. I'm loving this. This is on a piece of Manny Dodonna. that I picked up at Keepsakes. Patty texted me this morning, and I did see Steph say that she is not at Keepsakes and has a new adventure coming. I am excited for her. I'm excited to see what it is. I know she and Pam are smart, genius folks, so it will be wonderful, and I can't wait to see what it is. So I'm sending all the love and good juju for the new adventure. I think I have a little bit left at the end of this leaf here. Yeah, a little bit of dark green left. And then the rose starts right here. So I got these 2 leaves done this week. Look at those colors. Isn't that pretty? Now, like I said, I didn't have the call fors, so I just grabbed out, let's see what I got here. Lordy mercy. And I did the PDF download of that one. If you want to jump on it with us, it's the 1776 Liberty SAL. It is part of our 13 for the 250th SAL. I've got Red Rocks, Peacoat, Palomino, and Oscar that are weeks. I've got Caterpillar, Toasted Marshmallow, Manor Red, Wild Berries, and Old Blue Jeans for my blues pulled here, and I think this is all right. And then in Gast, I have Forest Glade, and then for DMCs, I pulled 605 and 3820. So those are all my colors for this thing. So pretty, look at that. I love, love, love it. So this one has been super fun to stitch on. Like I said, it is 36 count. So it's not quite a 40, but it's been a good, easy stitch. The chart is easy to read. It has, she has 2 options. If you do the PDF, you can do, let me see how I can show you this. There you go. So if you do the PDF with her, you can choose and I printed these so y'all can see, a black and white or a color option. So a PDF with her gives you either way. So if you have an easier time seeing the colored colorway, or if you have an easier time with just the black and white graph, she offers both. So that's really nice to help, because some people really do see one much, much easier than the other color. So that's super nice that she offers it that way. It's been a super fun stitch. I'm loving it. I have it here in my beautiful bag Patty made us. Let me put this, hang on, let me put the cover page up at the front before I show you this side, because now I've got to, I put that one on there like that. Now this one's going this way. Okay. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. I love it. Talking about cooking with peanut oil. Daddy used to fry our turkeys all the time. And I usually cook the turkey. Well, Shadow and Brandon last year smoked the turkey. And they liked it because we were gone last year. So she smoked the turkey and she liked it. They all liked it and said it was really good. Y'all know I'm not a fire person. So I don't know how to do things like that. I don't know how to build a fire, make a fire stay lit, or anything like that, because I can build a fire in a fireplace. But here it's super windy and the wind keeps blowing it out. So I don't know, you know, I'd have to build a little barrier around it or whatever. It's not gonna happen. So Brandon came by and picked it up, I guess Tuesday evening. after I got my shot. Yeah, he came by and picked it up on his way home from work, and they smoked it, spatchcocked it, and smoked it, and it was so good. It was like 13.6 pounds, and man, it was picked clean. So next year I'm gonna have to try to find a 15, 16 pound bird if we're gonna have any left over for the next day, because everybody had to have, I guess everybody had ham and dressing sandwiches, because there wasn't enough turkey but maybe for one sandwich. I ain't joking. Annie and I picked at it, and I started to bring it home and make soup with it, but it was late and I was tired and not feeling fabulous, so I just said, and left it and just said, forget about it. Oh, and Patty, I gotta tell you, the red sparkly frog is Catchy's new best friend. He's had it in the ark. He brought this slime with him the other day that you can like blow bubbles with. And so he would set the frog down on the table and then make a big slime bubble on top of it like it was his aquarium. I mean, the red sparkly frog's living his best life. Way better than if he was in my Stitchy box. So when I put him back, he goes and gets him. He knows where it is, so he goes and gets him back out. So I guess he didn't take him home with him, but I guess we're gonna have to share the red sparkly frog, because he is loving that red sparkly frog. Now, I thought I would have this whole row done to show y'all, but I ran out of gas last night, just got tired, and it didn't happen. But I picked out, I had the R done because this was all gonna be in 2 colors. This is the Nutcracker. I guess I could show you what we're talking about. My frog of thought. The Nutcracker by Twin Peaks. It's gorgeous. I got it at StitchCon. Not this last summer, but summer before. And, oh, and Leilani, I'm so excited that Jonathan and his dad got to go to the Nutcracker. Kimi was sad. They watched it, and she was sad that she wasn't dancing. But yes, it is more important to make sure you're healed up and in a good place and all, instead of damaging the foot further. So I'm glad they got to go. It is so fabulous always. But she and Aria will both be able to dance in it next year, because Aria will be old enough. So Aria will be a mouse next year, and Kimi will be a, I don't know, whatever. But I picked out the R because it was done in 2 colors, and I decided that was more than my brain could take. And so I'm just doing them all in one. So it's just all in one color. But I got this line brought down to the end of here. It was just back here somewhere. So I made my white line all the way across, and then I just got to finish my R and my words will be done. Then it has this gorgeous little holly garland under it. And so then I just have these 2 and Mother Ginger, and then just a few little things. I've got to finish the Nutcracker, Drosselmeyer, the Tin Soldier, and Mother Ginger. So I am getting much, much closer to being done. I'm more than halfway. I can say I think I'm at least a little bit more than halfway, if not a good bit more. So that is exciting. This is on a piece of 32 count Stormy Night Lugana. It's using the called fors. Which are sticking together and not showing themselves like they should. And then here is the whole thing. I think I've got it in the screen possibly. It is gorgeous. Can you see the whole thing, y'all? I think you can. I'm trying to peek over and see. Yeah, okay. So I'll go up a little closer so you can see. He is so cute. The Mouse King is adorable. I'm gonna be so excited when I have the Nutcracker done. So I will finish this letter and then I'm gonna jump up here and work on the Nutcracker. So next week when I see you, we'll have progress on the Nutcracker here. And I will be stoked, absolutely stoked. So excited. It is, y'all know, a personal favorite. Of course, it's that time of year now where we start decorating for Christmas. We start doing Christmassy things. I want to go see the Christmas Carol over in Granbury. I got to get decorated. I'm going to be decorating this afternoon. Tomorrow I go help Susu. That's our annual day to decorate the Christmas building together. The Christmas building. To decorate the women's building for Christmas together. We just have our time with each other and decorate and talk and be together and love it. It is, I look forward to it every year. It's just me and Susu doing what we do. So I've got a big tree to decorate in here, the 9-foot. This is the one, you know, that my stitchy ornaments go on. The blown glass one in the living room. I've got the tiny little one in my bedroom. It's like, I don't know, 3 feet or something, that my teacher ornaments go on, my school ornaments and stuff, and my Noah ornaments. And then the little 3-foot pencil tree by the front door is on its last leg, but I haven't found another one to replace it that I like the looks of. But it is got all good old girls ornaments on it, my grandma's, and the ones the kids made over the years. So I love it. Well, and I guess there is another one. There is a 5-foot pencil tree, maybe 6-foot pencil tree that has the Nutcracker ornaments on it. Ooh, I'm getting tired just thinking about all that, y'all. But before I forget, and I did not get any mail done last week or this week, whichever. I didn't get any mail done. So I know I've got emails out there from y'all. Let me say who you are that I know, because Karen Pellian, Teresa Thompson, Holly Hogue, and Edith McClanahan. I haven't got y'all's stuff in the mail yet. But last week we had these here. Is that right? Yes. So, which one is this? This is The Promise. It goes to Carol Newey. Carol Newey, if you'll get me your mail-in info, I will get it in the mail to you. Christmas Village. Is this Christmas Village? Yes. Christmas Village goes to Vicky Benyo. And these have threads and fabrics and the whole shebangs. And then this one goes to, this one is Heirloom Christmas Sampler. Goes to Deborah Gain. And like I said, then I have the other ones from the other day that I have not mailed out yet. So Holly and Karen and y'all, I will get those in the mail to you. And if y'all will get me your mailing addresses, I'll get these in the mail. I'm going to jump off here and try to get this uploaded so we can have some lunch. Y'all have a happy Friday. I hope if you have Thanksgivings to come, they're fabulous. Have a great weekend and enjoy your stitching. Bye.